32 nations, our Alas Pilipinas, all going for the gold from September 12th to 28th. I mean, are you kidding me? The energy is already off the charts.
Yeah, it's could be huge.
Wow. The Philippines is hosting the 2025 FIVB Men's World Championship.
So, yeah.
But for those who might be new to this whole thing, why is this event such a massive deal?
Well, volleyball here in the Philippines is more than a sport. It's a way of life.
Yeah.
It's part of our culture.
Everywhere, right?
Hosting the World Championships, oh man, this is like a dream come true.
Yeah.
Our chance to show our love for the sport to the entire world.
Yeah. It's our time to shine, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about that home court advantage, because the Philippines automatically gets a spot in Pool A as the host nation. Awesome, right? Except they're ranked 64th, and they're going head-to-head with some of the biggest names in volleyball.
Yeah, that's the catch.
So we're not just talking about some friendly competition here. We're talking about veteran teams with a legacy of wins. Let's start with Egypt, ranked 20th in the world. 9 African championship titles under their belt. These guys know how to handle pressure. They know how to win.
Yeah, you don't win 9 championships by accident. It takes a certain mentality, a certain discipline. And that's a challenge for any team, especially one that's still finding its footing on the world stage like the Philippines.
And then we have Tunisia, the titans of African volleyball. 11 African championship titles. They're currently ranked 24th in the world. What do you think? How do they match up against the Philippines?
Well, you look at Tunisia's track record, and it speaks for itself. They're consistent, they're disciplined, and tactically, they're very adaptable. Against a team like the Philippines that's still developing at this level, that experience could be a huge factor.
Man, it sounds like Alas Pilipinas has their work cut out for them. And we haven't even talked about Iran yet. Ranked 15th, fresh off a second-place finish at the Asian Championships. They were a powerhouse in that tournament, pushing some of the top teams to their absolute limits.
So, I mean, they were impressive.
And Coach Angelino Fragoni knows the score. He called this tournament both a big responsibility and a big challenge. How do you think he'll get the team ready for this level of competition?
Well, I think one thing we've seen from Coach Fragoni is his adaptability. He really tailors his game plan to each opponent, and that's going to be crucial against a team like Iran that has so much versatility.
Yep.
They've got this great mix of veteran players and young blood, so he's going to have to be really strategic, maybe focus on disrupting Iran's rhythm with aggressive serves, try to exploit any weaknesses in their reception.
I like it. Getting into that strategist mindset. So speaking of strategy, word is the team just finished an intense training camp in Italy, even got in some tune-up matches against seasoned Italian club teams. What kind of impact do you think that experience will have on their performance?
Yeah, training in Italy, even against club teams, that's invaluable, especially for a team that's trying to close the experience gap.
Right.
These Italian clubs are known for their tactical discipline and their defensive intensity. So even if the Philippines didn't win every single match, just the experience of facing that level of volleyball will definitely sharpen their skills and their game sense.
Music to my ears. But every underdog needs its heroes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Alas Pilipinas roster. Who should we be keeping our eyes on? Who are the players who might just become household names during this tournament?
Oh, is it for you?
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. First up, Brian Bagunas. A legend in the making, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he's recovering from an injury. How crucial is his recovery to the team's success?
Well, Brian Bagunas is a force of nature. When he's on the court, he elevates the entire team. But rushing him back from an injury, that could be a disaster. So Coach Fragoni is going to have to find that balance between using Bagunas' experience and making sure he's healthy for the long haul, especially with such tough competition. Tough call. But I think Coach Fragoni can handle it. Now let's talk about another player who's been turning heads, Mark Espejo. He's been battling it out in the Japan V-League. What do you think? How will that experience translate to the world stage?
Oh man, the Japan V-League is intense.
Right.
Speed, precision. It demands a very high level of technical skill, tactical awareness. Playing in that kind of environment forces you to refine your game. And that experience, I think, will be crucial against teams like Iran and Tunisia, who are known for their strong defense.
So Espejo's time in Japan could give Alas Pilipinas an edge. I like it. All right, we can't forget Kim Malabunga, fresh off his best middle blocker win at the CV League. He's one to watch.
Absolutely. Malabunga's a rising star, no doubt. And that award just shows you what he's capable of for the World Championship.
Whole other animal.
This is the big leagues. He's going to be up against the best hitters in the world. So it'll be interesting to see if he can maintain that same level of dominance under pressure.
That's the big question, right? Can he handle the pressure kicker of the World Championships? Speaking of pressure, Mikhailo Button, our very own Best Outside Hitter Award winner. Those are some big shoes to fill. What are your expectations for him? Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
It is.
You know what they say? Pressure can make diamonds, right? He's got the skills, and if he can use those nerves to his advantage, I think we could see something special.
Yeah, and it's not just about individual talent, right? Mm-hmm. It's about how well these guys come together as a team.
That's a team effort for sure.
They're going to have to bond quickly, build that trust, that communication, especially if they want to really make the most of their Phil-Am players.
Oh, yeah. I was just getting to that. For those who are new to the whole scene, the Phil-Am factor, we're talking about the influx of Filipino-American players joining the Philippine national team. And let me tell you, it's been a game changer these last few years. What do you think?
Absolutely. Guys like Steven Rotter, Brian Cutt, both Phil-Ams, they brought a whole new dimension to the team last year.
Totally.
Elevated the level of play, inspired a new generation of fans. It's exciting.
It really is. And we might see even more Phil-Am talent this year. Talk about adding fuel to the fire. Okay, but enough about Alas Pilipinas. They're not the only ones in this tournament. We got a whole lineup of volleyball giants ready to rumble. What about the rest of the competition? Who are you excited to see?
Well, you got to start with Poland. They're leading the charge in Pool B.
Can they hold on to that title?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you got the USA team, always a force to be reckoned with. They're in Pool D with Cuba.
Ooh, interesting.
Cuba's ranked 12th. That's going to be a match to watch for sure.
Adding that to my list right now. Now you're the expert here. Are there any dark horses we should be keeping an eye on? Any teams you think could shake things up?
Keep an eye on Slovenia.
Slovenia, okay.
They've been quietly climbing the ranks these past few years. They've got a really solid core group of players. Known for their aggressive serves and their defense is relentless. All right, let's switch gears for a second and talk about the bigger picture. Talk about the challenges, the expectations, the potential victories. But at the end of the day, what would you consider a successful tournament for the Philippines? Wins and losses aside, what would make you proud?
That's a great question. While a podium finish would be amazing, I think success for the Philippines, it's bigger than that. This is their chase to showcase their passion, their fighting spirit, their own style of volleyball. If they can inspire a new generation of players and fans, prove they belong on that world stage, that, to me, that's a win.
I love that.
Yeah.
Winning hearts and minds, just as important as winning matches, especially on home soil. Just imagine the roar of that crowd. If the Philippines takes a set from a powerhouse like Iran or Tunisia, those are the moments that bring a nation together and create memories that last a lifetime.
Speaking of electricity, those Filipino fans, they're legendary.
Oh, yeah.
That energy is infectious. What can we expect from the crowds at this tournament?
Oh, man, get ready for a party. Filipino volleyball fans are some of the most passionate you'll ever meet.
Oh, I believe it.
They bring this incredible energy. It's singing, dancing, thunderous cheering. It's going to be a spectacle, a true celebration of the sport and the culture.
I wouldn't have it any other way. So if you're lucky enough to be there in person, get ready because it's going to be a wild ride. But even if you're watching from home, you're going to feel that energy. That home court advantage is no joke. Would you say that could be what takes Alas Pilipinas to the next level? It's that extra something special, right? The crowd, that home court advantage could push Alas Pilipinas to do amazing things. But let's get real for a second. What do you think? What are the key factors that will determine their success in this tournament?
Well, I think it really comes down to three things.
All right, give me the breakdown.
Okay, first, Brian Bagunas' health and how well he's recovered. We know what he can do when he's at 100%. He can change the game, but that injury is a concern. How he performs will definitely impact the team's overall strategy.
So a healthy Bagunas is their secret weapon.
You could say that. Second, the team's chemistry. How well will those Phil-Am players mesh with the rest of the team? Volleyball is all about teamwork, communication. That understanding is crucial, especially against these top-ranked opponents.
It's all about that synergy, right? So what's number 3? The final piece of the puzzle.
Can Alas Pilipinas handle the pressure of playing at home with an entire nation watching their every move? Can they stay calm and focused in those high-pressure situations? That's going to be huge.
It's as much a mental game as it is physical. Okay, so let's fast forward to the final match. The crowd is going wild. The tension is off the charts. What does a successful tournament look like for Alas Pilipinas?
Honestly, for me, it's not just about the final score. It's about the story they tell on that court. It's about inspiring a nation, win or lose.
I love that. It's about the journey, not just the destination. But let's be real, a win here or there wouldn't hurt. So what's your prediction? Do you think Alas Pilipinas has what it takes to make some noise on the world stage?
I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. They've got the talent, they've got the coaching, and now they've got the home court advantage. They might not take home the gold this time, but they're going to make a statement. Don't forget, this is a team on the rise, and this tournament, it's just the beginning for them. This is Volleytrails, all things volleyball. Thanks for tuning in. See you.